Good afternoon to all our viewers out there. I want to take this amazing and wonderful opportunity to say thank you, God. Today, I have some amazing and wonderful guests, and we're going to talk about our journey battling with cancer. A powerful conversation that breaks the silence that surrounding the diagnosis that touches many families. It shakes the foundation of families when they hear the diagnosis of cancer. It challenges your faith. It tests the limits of your courage, your resilience. This is a story that our guests, are going to talk about their journey battling with cancer and the hope that they're going to bring in by telling their stories. My name is Margaret Thorley, the CEO of Open Restoration, which is a non-profitable organization. The Father Talk Show, Kings and Queens, in a conversation, our journey battling with cancer. I've got the most amazing and wonderful speakers today. We got Dr. Joy, and we got Renee Stevens, and we got Junior Bogle. And each one of them, Junior's going to look at this, food, healthy food that we need to eat, to make our body to be healthy. But Dr. Joy, she's going to tell us about her journey overcoming, battling with cancer. So, with any further ado, let's welcome our speakers, my guest speaker. Thank you so much, Dr. Joy. Welcome to this wonderful today event. Tell the viewer a little bit about you. I know you do some amazing and wonderful work with single fathers, very passionate like me, a married couple as well. Tell them a little bit about you.
So thank you, Margaret. As a matter of fact, since my journey, how I identify myself now as a nana of two beautiful children and a wonderful daughter-in-law. That's who I am first. But then professionally, yes, I am a brain and behavior coach, and I help people get through their journey, not only with uh, divorce, but also co-parenting, and I help couples just either make some decisions either way and just get through that journey for themselves, because we all change as we grow, and we're never sure 10 years, 15 years, even 2 years down the road what our partnerships are going to look like. So I work very closely with couples and those going through that journey, particularly couples with children. Yeah, that's who I am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Joy, for sharing with us. Junior, tell us a little bit about you. Junior? I think he's frozen. Junior? All right, I think this interview, I'm going to kickstart with you. Hopefully our other guests will join. All right, Dr. Joy. Thank you so much for coming out here and telling your story. Please, can you tell us when what was your life like before, you got the diagnosis for cancer? What was your life like growing up, being married, having a family, and being diagnosed with cancer?
Well, I grew up in Barbados, and then I moved here as a teenager. And I've had an amazing life. I've been able to travel the world solo, joined by a few friends in Egypt, and um, getting my degrees, getting my doctorate in brain and behavior studies. That has just been an amazing journey all by itself. But you asked me when I was developed cancer, and I can truly tell you, I developed cancer the day my son died.
Can you just
Yeah.
elaborate that? You're saying you developed cancer when your son died.
Yes, it was so traumatic. And
Mhm.
being a resilient woman, oh, I can handle it. Oh, yeah, strong. But that wasn't true. I had internalized all those feelings.
Yeah.
And cancer, research has shown that cancer is tied to your emotions. And the emotion that I never expressed was anger. And so I took all of that into the very place that he was birthed. And that's what happened. The cells started to grow, and you know, I was like, no, 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 and went to a very gifted oncologist, great team of doctors, and they got everything, and it was hooray, we got everything. I said, great. But then I had several stressors on me, and I won't talk about them, but I had a lot of stress
Mhm.
after that because the stress of losing him, the stress of having to handle everything by myself, right? That now was on me. And what was the point? So I did go for chemotherapy. And they did a 1-2 punch.
Mhm.
That almost killed me. And because it came back. And now I'm dealing with it again. I haven't finished dealing with it. But God, but God. And I'm sitting here by the grace of God because He's given me the strength to carry on. I'm in hospice palliative care under
Mhm.
Vitas, an amazing organization. I have to give them a good shout out. And they're thoroughly taking care of me. And we're looking at some alternative treatments. So that's where I am right now. And talking about being resilient, well, you know me, Margaret. you know,
I do indeed.
I,
Can I just take you back? You said, so you had cancer, then it kind of went into remission, and then it came back. Am I
yeah,
correct?
yes, it's called recurring.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't even tell you what stage I am at. I'm just saying it's recurring.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening right now.
Now, a lot of people may not understand. You made a really good comment. It says that your cancer was also to do with the emotion, the anger. A lot of people do not understand that. Can you just break that down for us?
Yes, I think when you can express your anger in so many different ways, right? You can
Mm-hmm.
shout it out, you can get it out, you can be violent with it, whatever. But for me, being born in the Caribbean, it's stiff upper lip, rule Britannia, carry on, you're
Yeah.
gonna be fine, right? So when you've been trained that way, that's what you naturally do all the time. But here's you don't really deal with emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And quite frankly, I had trouble dealing with the reality that I'd lost my only child. It's a hellified thing
Please,
for
stay down here, please. After lovely.
it's a
Sorry.
hellified thing for a mother to
Mm-hmm.
deal with, right?
Yeah, it's back in, but I'm not sure how long it's gonna.
I'm gonna get Lee give you the phone. You've got the other one.
Sorry. I'm just going to mute him now. Okay, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
And so uh, I mean, I'm a therapist myself, so I'm what I call a smart rat. So
Yeah.
a therapist, whoever is coaching me, has got to be really, really perceptive and not let me get away with anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't find that person, right? But I have an amazing group of friends and family members and so on. And it's been 4 years since he's passed. Um, and I am now beginning to really, really deal with that level of loss, tremendous
Mm-hmm.
loss of myself. I look completely different. now, but that's part of the cancer. And just accepting the disease, that's all part of being resilient too. Acceptance. Kubler-Ross, she wrote a great book on death and dying. And it's about going through the different stages where you get to the level of acceptance. And I had to go through the shock, the denial, all of that, the anger, the bargaining depression. And now I'm at the point of acceptance. And I'm really, because of what I went through, particularly after the chemo immuno didn't work, I almost died. It was such a spiritual awakening, Margaret, that I have complete peace now with everything. That's such a great place to get to.
Can you please elaborate the spiritual awakening side of that? Because sometimes many people do not really believe on that side, believe in having faith, how it kind of empower us to heal the strength. Can you just elaborate that journey of your faith?
Yeah, well, I've always been a person of faith. But when you have an experience like this, and it's you on the skinny branch, it's just you and God. And he took me through a horrendous time where I really had to rely on him. Where I said, you know what? If you're ready for me, I'm ready. I'm good. I'm pretty okay with dying. It's just like my dad says, it's just crossing the street from one dimension to the other. It's nothing to be scared of. I've died before, I've come back. And it's where I was glorious over there. So I'm like always trying to get back there. And he said, listen, stop asking. You're not going yet. You have work to do. Shut up until I'm ready for you. I'm saying, okay, all right. And I just started to walk with him, like really every morning. I'm like, okay, God, I'm here. I love you. How are you doing? I always ask him how he's doing. We could ask that, but we're developing a relationship. A relationship is like my mentor says, when he talks, you listen. When you talk, he listens. And
So,
so
so
that,
this relationship, so sorry about that. So
yeah,
this relationship that you now kind of discovered with God, having the conversation with him, what he wants, where he want to take you. Have you always had that, or is it because during the cancer journey that you're going through?
yeah, I've always had it, but this cancer journey had me deepen that relationship. So things that were so important are not important anymore. How I look is not important anymore. I'm really okay with that. Going out to parties, that's not important anymore.
Do you know, how does this affect your mental well-being, your resilience through this journey?
Well, to be honest with you, what don't kill you make you stronger, Margaret, right? So I've become stronger differently now. It's kind of a more quiet strength, a peaceful strength. And I didn't get here overnight. It was a lot of torture and trial and error and good mentorship and people praying and going really, really deeper with God, that I'm able to sit here in front of you and have this conversation and not be afraid to have this conversation, because this is what putting myself out there. But it's not for me. This is not about me. This is about for other people, so that they can hear and listen, that they too can get through whatever they're going through. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. You touched a little bit about fear. Obviously, when people get diagnosed with cancer, obviously it shakes the core foundation of the family and the fear comes in. And how did that impact and affect your family?
Um, my family is a family of faith as well.
Fantastic.
So yes, They were afraid, but they knew that everything was going to be okay. And that all they needed to do is to go deeper themselves with God and to pray. And they, like my daughter-in-law, is like, I'm not ready to lose you yet, Mom.
That's fantastic.
Just lost my husband. I just lost my mom to cancer. I am not ready to lose you. And so she fought, and she had warriors around her who fought spiritually. Spiritually. And that makes all the difference, right? Because I think one of the things that you learn, you've got to take this to another level.
Yes.
This is not a physical battle. You've got to take this to another level.
Wow.
And
Wow.
and that is the number one thing I've learned. You've got to go beyond the flesh and really tap into the spiritual, because that's where the work is. That's where the healing comes from. That's where the joy comes from. That's where the resilience comes from. That's where, okay, today's another day I'm going to get up. I don't feel like getting up, but God, it's you and me. Let's go.
That is so beautiful. I love what your daughter-in-law said, because
Yes.
he said, I'm not ready to let you go.
Yeah.
You know, I've just lost my husband. I cannot lose my mom. When she said those words to you, how did it feel? I mean, I'm listening to you. It kind of impacted my chest, my emotions. And what about you? Is that what also
Oh my
packed your
gosh.
strength?
Oh yeah. I mean, we are very close. She's like my daughter now. So relationships change, relationships come and go, Margaret. The people who are really for you will stay with you. The people who are not will drop off, and that's okay. And
So,
you get to discern who you want in your space and who you don't.
the journey. Can
It's
you
a
just,
journey.
if you're willing to share with us, if you're willing to share us, what is the impact that you have going through the journey of having chemotherapy, and how it impact and affects your everyday life?
It was beyond horrible. I cannot tell you. It was like being in the pit of hell. And I had to learn, I had to go to rehab to learn how to walk again, how to take care of myself again. I thank God I'm a former occupational therapist and that I had a sound mind, because then I can help myself, and with mind over matter, with mental resilience, spiritual resilience, emotional resilience, all of that. And the blessing of good friends and family. You have to have a team.
So it
Not
must,
do this alone. You must have a team.
so important that we do. How does it, I hear you. What about having a positive mindset going through that journey? You know,
Yes,
what does that look like
a
to
positive
you?
mindset means you choose to live or you choose to die. Either way, it's a positive mindset. And then your body and your everything will align with how you think.
Can you
And
just share?
yeah, so having a positive mindset means, okay, just talking to yourself, talking to God, listening, you know, and people will come and they will say things to you. It's like he sends his angels to you to keep you buoyed up, right? I was more interested in, I love people. I was more interested in being a support person for the staff who had to deal with not only myself, because I was gone. But I would be encouraging everybody around me. Look, through the mirror neurons of your brain, you are a mirror. What you put out really does come back to you. So if I'm putting out nastiness, the staff would be nasty. And I've seen that with the patients, right? If
Wow.
you're putting out, hey, how you doing today? How are you doing? They're like, oh, she's asking me how I'm doing. Man, I'm telling you, they're lit up and they're ready to do whatever how can I help you?
That
That's how I am with Vitas, and they have been, oh my gosh, I can't say enough about them.
Tell us a little bit where you are with them and with the nurse, the caring that you're getting. I wish our other guest would have been here because just to look at the vast difference on it as well, you know. So tell us about your caring, where you are, and how that looks like.
Well, when I was in hospital, first of all, they I couldn't go home right away.
Hmm.
So I had to stay at the hospital in rehab and got shuffled around. And then Vitas came, and I'm going to say this to you, Margaret. This was very shocking to me. They're careful who they take in because some people they take in and the family, family visits them and they just leave them there. So they didn't want that to happen. But when they saw that I had family and friends visiting me,
Hmm.
I said, okay, this is a good candidate. And who I was being with them was like, you know, um, just great, just being happy and joyful,
Hmm.
and then they mirrored that back to me, right?
Fantastic. Yeah.
And it's a mirror, right? What you put out comes back to you. I can tell truly that that is true. And
Hmm.
as we went along, so I came home. They provided me with everything I needed: the hospital bed, the nurses, the chaplain, the social worker. It's a full team, right? And
Wow.
and the doctor. And the doctor came the other day. She said, "We love you." And here's the kicker. They never do this. They said,
Wow.
"I went to the managing director and they're going to pay for your treatments." Now,
That is phenomenal.
that is God.
Definitely. That is God at
That is
work.
God. And
Wow.
that's, Margaret, why you have to trust them. You must trust them. You must develop a deep relationship. I cannot say that enough. That is spiritual resilience. And spiritual resilience trumps any kind of resilience because it comes from the spiritual realm and it impacts the physical realm on a level that you can't even imagine.
Wow. That is so phenomenal. So the doctors themselves, not only have you got your family team around you to support you through your journey, the doctors came alongside of you and be able to support you also and provided all your needs. And because you were able to really appreciate them by saying thank you and being acceptable, that is fantastic. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, they're surprised I'm still working. They're surprised when I greet them at the door. They're going, "You're walking." I said, "Yes, I am walking. God, and you made this possible. You sent me the physical therapist. I mean, I'm not dying. It's not my time yet, so I may as well pony up and do what I need to do, right? I
I
can
think
cook for myself. I can do all of that. It's just that I'm still dealing with cancer. But how you go through the journey, Margaret,
mhm.
how you go through this journey is critical to your success.
So just give us an example through your journey, from diagnose, the journey. I hear the doctors, the family being around you. I hear the resilience, the mindset, which is so powerful, incredible. At the beginning of that journey, that beginning, what was it like? That,
Hard. It was hard. I was crying. I was in tears. I was in shock. I was like, okay, we're going, and I'm just nodding my head. We're going to do this. Yep, yep, yep. Going through it. But I'm fearful. Yes, I was afraid. But I had all those emotions. No, I'm not sugarcoating, candy coating anything. I had all that fear. I had all of that going through it.
mhm.
But but God. And
Wow.
look, I'm gonna say this in the 23rd Psalm, you go through
Mhm.
the valley. It's a shadow of death. and you will fear no evil as you go through it. You don't pitch your tent, you don't make a condo in the valley. It's for you to go through, knowing that on the other side, you really are going to be victorious. And I'm going to beat this thing. Not in my time, but in his time. And what he's doing, I believe with me right now, is deepening my faith for the next level, whatever he wants me to do. Whether it's 1 year, whether it's 2 years. I've got grandkids I still want to impact. Oh,
Nice.
the other thing I wanted to say, Margaret, as you go through your cancer journey, you've got to find your purpose.
Talk to us about that. You're going through this journey that is shaking your core
Oh my
soul.
God, yeah.
And in the midst of all that, you are finding your purpose in life. Talk to us about that. Tell us about that.
Well, my purpose has always been to inspire people. So whether it's the nurse, whether it's the aide, whether it's, that's what I kept doing. I didn't go, there are days when I went, woe is me.
Mm-hmm.
The days I got very angry because I'm going like, what the heck, But when you came into the room, if I could say something really cheery to you that brought a smile to your face,
Mm-hmm.
made all the difference in the world for both of us.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
One other thing, when we last spoke, I
Mhm.
think you were through this journey discovering and reinforcing your purpose, because I feel from the time I've known you, your purpose has always been inspiring, motivating, and I've had the privilege and the pleasure of you inspiring me, motivating me, and at the same time, coaching me at the same time. So I believe that purpose of your journey, it's always been there, but it has come a lot more stronger
Mm.
through this journey. But I think when we were talking last, you were saying to me you're doing a course to do
Yes.
with marriage. And I mean, this is phenomenal. Tell us about this.
So I had to put the course on hold because it was becoming too much, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But at the end of it, I'll become a certified divorce coach. And that will ground me and help me to help couples even more who are considering moving away or staying together. We have a lot of couples who've been married a long time and they've drifted apart. There's nothing to talk about. Or because of illness, the other person can't go through the journey with them. So how do you leave someone who's really sick?
Yeah.
How do you give up the guilt? Oh my God, the guilt that comes
Mm-hmm.
with that. And yet you have got to preserve yourself because it becomes too much for you.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you took your vows in sickness and in health, well, here we are sick. Now what? Now what? I have a decision to make. And that's how I help people get through that journey. And be resilient, either collectively resilient or independently resilient. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be okay.
And that's a choice that also you're going to be okay. And I think that'd be phenomenal, because your journey now and you're coaching somebody, they'll be able to see that, you know what, life is too short. Let's just get on. Let's make this work, this relationship work to
Right,
become better.
right.
Please talk to us about, you know, during this journey, what is like your eating habits, the healthy side of it. Obviously, you can't eat the you can't eat the same food that you were eating before, So tell us about that. Take us that journey. How does that looks like?
I don't eat meat anymore, right?
And why?
Because meat is hard to process. It has a lot of stuff in it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not good for cancer. I do eat fish.
Mm-hmm.
I have to eat a lot of protein. Um, I'm addicted to Ezekiel bread, which is a sprout-based bread. But I still like my green banana, all the stuff from the islands, right?
Uh-huh.
My
Oh
root,
yes, the
my
fruits.
yams,
Uh-huh.
my sweet potato, but not Irish potato, you know?
Uh-huh.
So, nah, oh my gosh, but eating has been a challenge to switch to from no meat, you know, to just healthy eating, water, a lot of water, a lot of
Mhm.
herbal teas, um, not too much juices. The juices have sugar in them, you know. Fruit, a lot of fruits, oatmeal, but not just any oatmeal. It's the ground the hardcore oats that you actually have to cook,
Mhm.
you know. So and cream of wheat and things like that. Um, and I'm on supplements now with iron and so forth. So that's really helped my energy level because I was losing a lot of energy.
That,
So I'm getting there, Mark. I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way.
yeah, fantastic. Now, I I want to give you a few minutes to speak to somebody out there who is going through a journey, who has just been discovered. They've just given them the diagnosis of cancer. I want you to speak to somebody out there. I'm giving you at least 2 to 3 minutes for you to genuinely speak to somebody there. Because the whole of this talk show regarding about cancer is to uplift other people that may be listening, that may be going through the journey. Like you brought up so many points, being fearful, having to change your mindset, how your cancer came about, being angry. And also, you're truly blessed about you having families around you. Maybe there is somebody's going there that doesn't have a family around them. Can you speak to somebody there to encourage them, to motivate them, please, Dr. Joy?
Yeah, yeah. If you know, there are so many, your family is not always supportive, and I get that. But you pray about it. And I trust me, if you believe, God will send you the people you need. So it may become your church or your community. Um, there's a great program, I don't remember the name, where you can go and get healing from, you know, but find your tribe, right? Put it out on Facebook. I'm going through cancer. I've just been diagnosed. And I'm looking for support. You would be surprised how many people will come to your aid or your rescue with all kinds of eat this, eat that. Dr. So-and-so can cure you, so on. Soursop, God, I've been on soursop forever. Um, you know, uh, but don't give up, don't despair.
Mhm.
One thing I can say is find your spirituality.
Wow, that is powerful. Dr. Joy, just put your volume a little bit louder for us,
I'm sorry. Just give me a
if you
minute,
if
please.
you can.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this better?
Lot better. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think we should have done that at the beginning. Thank you. But another thing, and that keeps coming up again and again, is the spirit, your spirituality, your belief, your faith. That's what keeps coming up.
You have to find that. I don't know. Even if you drop to your knees and say, God, why me? Why am I going through this? Why? Why now? Like, what the heck, right?
Wow.
You've got to go deeper. This is not a head game, Margaret. This is a soul game, okay? Your soul has got to connect deeply with
Wow.
with God. I can't even begin to tell you how much that makes a huge difference. People will leave you. People will desert you. But if you can find one person, just one, who is at level, a soul level,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and hook onto that person and says, girl, I'm going through this. Or man, I'm going through this. And you cry. I've cried many a time. I cried just yesterday with my Betsy. She said, Joy, I know it's hard. She says, but you know, you are my shiro. That's what she said.
Yeah.
But and it is hard. I'm not sugar cat. This is hell. But how you go through hell makes all the difference as how you see heaven.
But you know, when you keep saying, I've heard that before, it is tough, it is hard. When somebody on that journey, when they say it is hard, it is tough, how did you penetrate and deal with that hardness? What brought that feeling, you know?
That someday, Margaret, this is gonna all be over. You have to focus on the future. I'm going through this now. It's not pleasant. It's not great. But someday this is going to end. When you focus on the future, you don't focus on the present. You definitely don't focus on the past. You will, because you're going to beat yourself up. Like, maybe if I did things differently, you know, I'm a sugar junkie. I'm a bread junkie. Oh my God, I love my bagels, right? I can't
Yeah.
eat that stuff anymore. But that's okay, you know?
Mhm.
And you have to, the body is an amazing machine. It does heal itself. Every night I pray healing scriptures. I go to sleep with healing scriptures.
That is fantastic. You know, you quote Psalm 23.
Yes. People should read Psalm 23
Why?
because it talks about the goodness of God. It talks about that you will have, you know, like what God has in store for you, right? He'll set a table in front of your enemies, right? You go through the valley. He'll give you two angels to go through them with.
Through that journey. That is one of my favorite scripture in the Bible when I'm going through some tough times
Yes.
and I'm not quite sure. I love the beginning of it. Even though I'm in the valley of shadow of death, I know that I just love that so much. Now, we touched a little bit uh, about food and everything. Can you just speak to a person who been diagnosed who eat a lot of junk food and what they need to eat to kind of change?
Okay. Number one, commit to loving yourself first.
Mhm.
Once you make that commitment, you know, you have to train yourself, right? Just don't just let the train run away with you.
Mhm.
If you're committed to being well, things will line up, right?
Mhm.
Um, and you look for other things. And you research foods that are good for cancer.
Mhm.
And you eat those things, right? Now you might sneak a little bit, but like I bake chocolate chip cookies with the grandkids. They go, Nana Joy, you want one? I said, I can't have one, but I'm gonna have a little corner. And that was it. Stay away from sugar. Sugar is
Mhm.
horrible for you. Don't eat sugar, eat honey instead.
Mhm.
So you have to train yourself. Organic peanut butter, organic apple, everything organic.
Mhm.
It's expensive, but
But it's good.
but
It
it's
works.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's fantastic. I love the first thing you said. Commit loving yourself.
absolutely. Absolutely. You got to commit to that. And once you love yourself, your mind will follow.
It's
You
a
know,
massive switch, isn't it, for people out there who don't really love themselves. That's
oh
a
my gosh. The reason you don't love yourself is that you keep feeding yourself with all this junk. You feed your mind with junk. It's what you watch. It's what you put inside, you know?
Mhm.
The vessel for your soul. Like my son used to say, Mom, this is a car for your soul. You have to get around somewhere, somehow on this earth. So you just happen to look like this, but it's a spirit inside of you. Take care of your temple. Had I known that before,
Yes.
I wouldn't have done half the things. Sorry, I have to chuckle about it when I think about the stupid things that I did. Like you live and you learn, Margaret, you know.
Oh, no, most definitely. The next one is kind of do a research as well in terms of your diet, if there's any cancer food that you can use and eat, so that
And
is,
join cancer support groups. That's important.
that's a good one.
Join cancer. There's lots of them on Facebook. Cancer support groups are great because everybody's going through it with you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, we done, we had all of them lined up, our speakers on healthy eating, another journey. I don't know, but God is in control on this one. But as we're coming to the end of our interview, can you please just speak to our listener there about resilience? Because I know I heard you spoke about resilience. You look at resilience slightly different now, the last conversation we had. Can you just speak to our listener there about resilience, and if you can tie it up with the cancer and the journey,
Yeah.
please?
So resilience is getting, when you get knocked down, you get back up, right? That's what resilience is. But I
Mhm.
want to speak about resilience forward. And I think I spoke about that before,
Yes.
where you plan ahead, right? So
Mhm.
know something like I should eat differently and begin to do that. Because resilience is turning things around when you're in the pit of hell. And so it takes fortitude, it takes mindset shift, it takes a willingness, but I'm going to say it again. It takes a deeper resilience, spiritual resilience. But the number one thing, it is a commitment to loving you. That's it. Love yourself because you're all you got. And you deserve that.
I love it. Thank you so much, Dr. Joy, for joining us today on Kings and Queens in a conversation, our journey with battling with cancer. I really want to say thank you. I truly appreciate you. And may God richly bless you in this new journey. And I truly look forward on talking to you very soon.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
having
so
me,
much.
Margaret. Okay. And
Thank you.
I trust that Rosalie and Laughlin,
Mhm.
I hope that what they got from this was something valuable as well.
I'm pretty sure they got something really valuable to
Thank
them.
you so much. Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you so much, Rosalind. Thank you. You're still with us.
I'm still with you. Yes, Rene invited me, and it's not only I'm not going through cancer. I'm not battling cancer, but I have many friends who are,
Mhm.
and I have put the link out, but unfortunately not today. But they will have the link. They will receive the link. Yes,
Mhm.
and they
Mhm.
can hear this inspiring. I mean, you're inspiring me, and I don't have cancer. Yes, but you're giving me the tools to use now, yes, for the
Mhm.
future, which is so important. So
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Very inspiring. And both of you, bless you for this. Bless you for
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
And Rosaline, that is what resilience is about, using the tools before
Yeah.
the inevitable.
There you go. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rosalind, for joining us. Thank you. I'm just going to speak to all our listeners today. We want to encourage you, whatever journey that you're going through today. Like Rosalind just said, doesn't have to be cancer. Could be a number of things you're going through today. Could be you're going through a divorce. Could be you're going through, you've just lost a loved one. And all this impacts our life. Wherever it is, like our guest, Dr. Joy says, is it find your faith. Find your faith. Hold on to it. Discover your purpose through that journey and hold on to it. And one of the key things she said, Dr. Joy said, he said, love yourself. And sometimes that's the most toughest thing we could ever do is loving ourselves. And I think when we start loving ourselves, that starts the journey of self-heal. And that could be your emotions, your heart, your family, your loved ones. They all play a part. I want to say, take this amazing and wonderful opportunity to say thank you so much. And if you are battling with cancer, like our guest said, Dr. Joy, he says, build a community around you and share your story. Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed about it, because it's not something to be. And you're going to find a lot of people going to be around you to support you. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing all of you. And please make comments, send me a message, and I'll be quite happy to respond. Thank you so much. We look forward to talking to you all. God bless you. And thank you for being part of this journey with us. Thank you.
Bless you both.
Bless you both. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rosaline.
Thank you. Dr. Joy, I am just trying to get this. Sorry. We're finished now. The intro is finished now. We can relax. But
Where's that Flynn iPhone?
I don't know. Let me have a look. This,
Are you there, LaFlynn?
I don't know what happened.